Murder, which I don't believe black on black crime is a thing. Do you believe it's a thing?
It's like Charleston White is the only person that's willing to tell it like it really is. Get ready for a cinematic revolution. Experience the power of patriotism with The Relentless Patriot in theaters nationwide on June the 13th. Brought to you by Global Ascension Studios, Hollywood's first ever conservative movie studio. This gripping documentary follows the remarkable journey of Scott Lebedo as he champions Americans' values through his art. From steering flag renditions to unwavering advocacy for our service members, Scott's story is one of passion and dedication. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history as The Relentless Patriot makes his special release debut. Don't miss The Relentless Patriot. This moving portrayal of artistry and patriotism is a must-see, offering a poignant reminder of the profound impact individuals like Scott Lebedo have on our society. Get ready to be inspired. Don't wait. Tickets are available for The Relentless Patriot now on Fandango.com. Let's show support for Scott Lebedo by spreading the word to your fellow patriots and purchasing your tickets today. Ladies and gentlemen, Charleston White. I hope I don't say Charleston Gray on accident. If I did, I went to school with a dude named Charleston Gray at Dunbar High School. Now, Charleston White, I guess he's from Town, Fort Worth. I haven't been able to talk to him. I don't know what school he went to, but I went to Dunbar High School.
Hey Veracity, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl VeraMoore, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Officer Tantum. If you've ever seen any of my reaction to these videos, click the link above. So this is Charleston White, SHREDS Lefties on black crime. Alright guys, can't wait to get into the video, but before we get started, we have some amazing people watching us for the first time. If you are new to the channel, hello, I'm Vera. I do reaction videos. If this is something that you love, why not join Veracity? Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so that you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. And with that guys, let's get right into it.
School right in the hood in Stop 6. Charleston reminds me of dudes I grew up with. And Charleston keeps it real, even though he got his stuff, man. He be saying stuff crazy sometimes, doing crazy stuff. People think some type of way about it. But what I tell you is that the stuff that he be saying is some of the realest stuff I've ever heard in my life. Now, I know it's true. Many other people know it's true, but nobody on a celebrity status level in the black community is willing to say what Charleston is saying. Now, this guy right here, Happy Pride Month, you know he's sweeter than a popsicle. But he get on here and say, well, I don't believe in black on black violence. And Charleston finna eat him up like a piranha. Charleston's gonna eat him up like a fat girl at the chicken house. Charleston's gonna eat him up like a starving. Let me not say that. I'm trying to be a good Christian. All right, come on, roll the clip.
So, but you commented on black murder, which I don't believe black on black crime is a thing. Do you believe it's a thing?
Come on, Charleston. Come on, bro. That fool said, I don't believe black on black crime is a thing. Okay.
The way you put that is on.
Yeah. Why do you believe black on black? Because some would say crime is all based on proximity.
Show me where the Jews killing each other. Show me where the Asians going to jail for murder. And they got Asian gangs. Mm-hmm. Show me where there's a big population of Asians in California. There are Asian Crips, Asian Bloods, Asian gang. Show me where a big population of Asians in jail. Mm-hmm. You can't. Show me a big population of white people killing white people. You can't. But this is a country of guns.
Well, only when they go in school and shoot up kids and say it's not terrorism.
But they classify that as a mass shooting. Mm-hmm. They classify ours as gun violence, but it's mass shooting because mass people are being shot in one instance. But they don't classify ours as mass shooting.
Well, where do you think that comes from, though?
Technically, they do classify them as mass shootings. They just don't promote it on television as a mass shooting. They classified when you go to the codes that they put in. I forget the name of it, man. I ain't been in car for a while, but you put it in I want to say QR code, but it's not UCR code. You put it in the UCR code and you go write it in the case report. If you indicate that there's more than 3 people shot, it's a mass shooting. So FBI classifies it as a mass shooting. That's why when you go and you look at the numbers and they're like, there's been 300 mass shootings. It's because most of it is inner city violence where they doing drive-by shootings on people. It's not the school situation. It's these other things. But then they frame it like the only mass shooting situations are schools. So then you say there was 250 mass shootings at schools this year. That's not what it was. But anyway, Charleston is on to something.
Because again, I'm not one to say everything goes back to white people, but lack of investing
it
in our
comes back
communities.
to us because they see we don't care. If we cared if we cared the same about black people shooting black people that we did police shootings, then they would respond to black shootings the way they do police shootings. They try to give us resources and they try to find alternative solutions after a police shooting occurred. They literally put everything on hold. Come on.
That's true. Blacks are killing blacks. Why? I've seen a lot of scenarios where blacks are shooting blacks, blacks are killing blacks. But if it was the cops that was killing the blacks, you see placards everywhere. Black Lives Matter. But when blacks are killing blacks, nobody is putting out any placards. And this, like, what is wrong with blacks? What is wrong with blacks? You hardly see whites killing whites. You hardly see whites go violent and kill each other. But blacks, we've lost more black men to other black men than killed by a cop. Blacks kill blacks. Why? And there's more ratio of that. I see business with what he's saying. You hardly see whites kill whites. And the other guy and was saying, I don't believe black and black crime exists. Sorry, you say what? Insane. Let's go on.
We got to hear from our blacks. But that's only during a police shooting. Then we act like nothing else bothers us but police shootings. Only thing that bothers black people in America is a white police officer killing a black person. Other than that, nothing bothers us because we don't cry, we don't complain, we don't march, we don't ride, and we don't tear up shit until that happens. So why would anybody care about that?
Exactly. It's only when a white cop shoots a black, that is when you start hearing shouts. He's a racist, he's a racist. But when black is shooting the black, nobody talks. Especially all this gangster thing. I was watching a movie about Tupac Shakur. And he lived in this neighborhood where blacks were killing blacks. Everything was just rugged. It's crazy. Because that is the world we live in. You guys are killing each other. And nobody is saying anything about it. But if it was the white cop that killed a black person, you see placards everywhere. It's insane.
Now, it's more to this. I wish I'd have had a longer, more extended clip because I'm pretty sure he went on to just eat homeboy alive. But the things that he's saying is consistent with things that I talk about. To me, I grew up in an all-black community. White people wasn't a part of that. Young black man in America, honestly, if you live in the hood, I'm not talking about if you live in the suburbs and you've been watching TV so much that you're afraid of police officers. When you young and black in the hood, you're not afraid of cops. You're not afraid of white people like you're afraid of other black people. The cops ain't gonna just run up on you and do a drive-by shooting at your house. But other black people would do it. You name me the last time there was a drive-by shooting that was performed by a police officer and innocent kids were shot in the head as a result. It has never happened in the history of this country. But almost every day in inner city communities, especially in dangerous places like Chicago, like St. Louis, Ferguson, you go down the list, Baltimore, Maryland, South Dallas, Watts. I mean, come on, Milwaukee, where black people live. I mean, you go anywhere where it's a lot of gangs, you see people getting inadvertently shot because of gang activity. They got videos online where it sounds like they're in Afghanistan in the middle of a parking lot. Blocka, 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 blocka. You show me a white community where you see a video like that. Find one. I'll give you $1,000 right now. Show me a white community where people driving away from a birthday party. Blocka, 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 blocka. Show it to me. Chicago, Memorial Day weekend. 80-some, 90 people shot. You'll never see that in a white neighborhood. And the thing is that black people they're not outraged. Show me the last time you seen Benjamin Crump at a funeral or something where it was just a black person killed by another black person, or a kid killed by a thug in Crossfire, You ain't gonna never see them there. Al Sharp, you never see these guys there. You'll never see these guys showing up my opinion is that there's no money in it, or they'll run out of gas showing up to all these shootings because they can't do them all because it happens all the time. They'll literally have to live in Baltimore. Every other day, they're going to dead people. Look at the homicides in Baltimore, Maryland. They got over like 600 homicides. That's like 2 people a day every day throughout the whole year. 2 people getting killed a day. And I would argue like 90% of that is on the south side of Chicago and on the east side of Chicago, where the black people live. Come on, man. And black people ain't afraid of white folks in black communities. These out-of-touch white people, these lying black people that never lived in the hood, are they disingenuous? They say that. When I was growing up, my mama didn't say, better watch out, them cops will get you. My mama would say, you better not go on Lil John with those shoestrings in your shoes, because somebody gonna think you gangbanging. You can't go over there with them colors on. You can't wear that red flag coming out your pocket, that blue flag out your pocket. Why? Not because the police, because other brothers will get you. You better not go over here with them shoes on. Why? Because dudes will rob you for your J's. They'll rob you for your shoes. Hey, you can't be out late at night. Not because police and the white man gonna come get us. You get caught up. Somebody mistake you for some gang member. They run up on you and shoot you. When I would never go out at night. I wasn't afraid of white people. And I wasn't afraid of cops. I was afraid of other black people. And I know that that's not the totality of the black experience. But when you're in the hood, that's who you're afraid of. What's the likelihood you're gonna get into an altercation with who? White people or black people? Black people. At my school, bro, people fighting all the time, every day, pulling guns in the parking lot. Pulling guns on each other in the parking lot. I'll never forget that day. One guy, he way too grown to be at the school in the first place, but his little brother go to Dunbar High School. So he coming through the parking lot, flashing money out the window at a high school. And another dude, brother just got out of prison. They both coming through the parking lot. They almost hit cars. So then the dude, that brother went to the prison, pulls up off the front of the parking lot. We had a cop on campus. They didn't care. Pull a big old gun out the trunk. So they chase each other. The cop get in the car and chase them. Don't know what happened. They probably got away. The cop was kind of slow on the chase. He was a black dude. Bro, I got suspended because my girlfriend got into a fight with a dude. And she called me crying like she lost the fight. And so I'm pulling up at the school, put my car in park. I'm getting out. Where you at? I'm acting a fool. To this day, I'm embarrassed. Somebody mama was in the office and I'm cussing, N-word. Man, what is N at? What is N at? Man, I'm gonna whoop this. In front of somebody, mom. I'll never get that lady in the office. Because while I was doing it, I was feeling bad. And then I ain't know, I passed him. And then once I passed him, he started talking trash to me. So I'm like, what's up? Let's throw the hands. Come to find out, she actually won the fight. So I got suspended for 3 days. He got suspended. She got suspended. But while we were gone, we had 12 fights in 3 days at the school. We had 7 fights in 1 day. I come back to school 3 days later, the hallway smelled like pepper spray. And anybody went to Dunbar in 05, they know what I'm talking about. 04, 05, 03, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Whole hallway smell like pepper spray. You can still smell the stench and your eyes will burn a little bit. Because what they used to do, people coming off the street in the school fighting, they pepper spraying. And then we were so hood, one of the dudes on our team, I ain't gonna say his name, he's coming to practice with a gun and his revolver every day. He was like 20, still in high school, with a revolver. He used to take it out, put it in his locker. He was a Crip. He was cool. You know, he wasn't trying to bother nobody unless nobody's bothering him. But, bro, he in high school. He got to bring a gun to school every day. It was insane. And so, anyway, white people ain't got nothing to do with that. They nowhere to be found in that scenario. And I don't know why people being disingenuous, especially about black on black violence. Oh, turn a blind eye. 50% of homicide victims are black. And 50% of homicide perpetuators are black. Over half of all violent crimes, victims are black. Most of the victims are black. All of the 60% or so of violent crime suspects are black. It's only black people proportionally only make up 13% of the population. So why is 13% of the population responsible for 60% of all the violent crimes? And when I say, let me rephrase this. Why does the group of people that only represent 13% of the population represent 50% of all the homicides? And I want to say that because not all 13% of people are actively involved. It's probably less than 1%. And when you take it out, when you take out the fact that it's mostly men and not women, so you got to say just half of the population already is men doing it. And you know, kids are not, and old men aren't doing it. It's mostly between 16 and 35-year-old men that are committing all these crimes. So you're talking like 1% of the United States population Less than 1% is responsible for 50% of all the murders. But why has it got to be black? Black on black violence is like 90-some%. White people are 80-some%. So it's not just a proximity thing. Hispanics and Asians are lower than 80%. So it's not a proximity. It's that we have a more violent culture. You can go online right now and look at World Star. Ain't none but black people shooting and killing and stugging and stealing and hurting each other. More so than everybody else. But anyway, I can talk about this till the cows come home. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.
Oh my gosh. Officer Tantom has said it's black on black crime is definitely a thing, and turning a black eye on it would be horrible. Like what I was saying about the old Tupac Shakur story, blacks were killing blacks. They were killing blacks. I think it was even a black man that killed him. I've not finished watching it, so I know he died. I don't know if it was a black man. I think it was a black man that killed him. But I know blacks were killing blacks. All these rappers, they had beef with themselves. They were shooting themselves. And they were blacks. They were killing themselves. They were shooting themselves because of music. Because they don't want him to shine. There was a time a guy shot him like 5 times or 7 times. And he survived. There was violence on the street, on the road. Imagine that kind of life. These were blacks killing blacks. Why can't these people just, gosh, have a rethink about their life or something? Like, I mean, this stuff is just crazy. And it is pathetic. We're supposed to love one another, show love to each other. Why would you just show up, start killing people? It is absurd. Kill innocent children for nothing's sake. Is there a city in America that is predominantly black and is safe to live with 0 crime rates? I feel blacks are the ones spoiling themselves. We're the ones spoiling our names. And that is why they suspect every black person. Crime rates is always high in the black community. Other races to respect you, but you yourself, you don't respect yourself. We don't even respect ourselves. We don't even love ourselves. Yes, we complain when other people call us blacks. They discriminate, blah, blah, blah. We ourselves are not even helping matters. What are your thoughts on this? What do you guys think about this video? Drop a comment down below. I totally enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, give it a each thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, Veracity, hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell, so you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Love you. Bye.